Hello everyone, it's GamerCat09 and welcome back! Very long time awaited return of Deathmark 2. It's been a couple weeks. I got distracted with Alone in the Dark, but since we finished that twice over now, we are back with this. And we don't have enough souls. I know you can't see it behind my thing. We only have one soul, so we can't exchange it for anything. I have him with us. That's fine. So let's exit and go back to the forest. To the Fox Forest. Alright. So we had a lot of shit going on here at the Fox Forest. Last we left off. So we had the tree covered in mushrooms. And then we had the one path, or there's two different paths. But I think we collected stuff from the paths. Okay, so animal carved atop the lantern, mouse. Okay. The rat. Oh, the clapping. That's what the note was about, Foxy. It was the clap. So you have to do 1 to snake, 2 to monkey, 3 to tiger. Okay. Okay. So we gotta find the snake one. That's a cow, so that's ox. So I gotta find the snake. That's tiger. Rabbit. God, this forest is huge. Dragon. Okay.
Yoshi.
Snake. So it's 1 to snake. So we're gonna clap. 1. Okay. 2 monkey, 3 tiger. Come on. Come on. Sheep. Monkey. 2. So, tab. 2. And then tiger was all the way back here. It's a dragon. Shit. It's the next one, I think. That's rabbit. God damn it. Where are you, tiger? 3 to the tiger. Okay. Did we do it? Am I able to pass? What is this one? Monkey. Okay, we already did that one. Rooster. Okay, so we're farther than we were. Oh, there he is. Dog. Okay. That creature is going to prevent our progress along this path. What should we do? Rabbit. Oh, we went back to... Oh, so I did it in the wrong order. Snake. So the snake is 1. Monkey was 2. Okay. And tiger's 3. It's a dog, though. Huh.
Nanda.
You wrote down the stuff that was on the signboard, right? Can you decipher it? Log. No. Menu. Two monkey, 3 tiger, 1 snake. 2 monkey, 3 tiger, 1 snake. Do I have to, like, leave and come back? To, like, heal? I'm very confused. Because I thought that's what I did. Go monkey first. This is a mouse. Cow. Tiger. Let's do tiger first. We'll just go in the order. So clap. I'll try it this way. Because I did monkey first. We'll just go in the order going to the enemy. And then we'll see how that works. We'll try it this way. Dragon.
Yoshi.
Snake. So snake is 1. Right? Yeah. So 1. So I need to do 2 with the monkey. See if that helped. Nope. Okay. Alrighty. So, let's go with Foxy's. Go monkey first. So monkey's all the way at the end. So should we do 2 at the monkey? So what is it? Monkey, tiger, snake? This should be the tiger then. Nope, that's the mouse. That's a cow. Tiger. So it's 3 to the tiger, I believe. Yes. Oop. Clicked off it, sorry. Now we'll do 1 at the snake, which is near the serpent path, I believe. Oh! 2 claps for the monkey, 3 claps for the tiger, 1 for the snake. Alright. Must have changed something. Let's see what it was. Will the monster leave us alone now? So should be... Oh! Yes! The answer is yes. The mushroom man lets out a shout of joy before vanishing. Do you know the mushroom man? The mushroom man? The mushroom man? The one that lives in Foxy Forest? The mushroom man. Maybe the board's message helped us exorcise the impurity, the spirit. Hey, you know, that monster was wearing a Konohara Academy uniform. You think it was Kakuta? Kakuta? Nope, he had blonde hair and wasn't as big as Kakuta. Who the fuck was that bastard then? Let me think. Maruhashi mentioned some delinquents who disappeared in the forest. Maybe he's one of them. Kokori's deep-seated grudge is swirling all around this forest. One slip-up and that figure might be the last thing we ever see. No pressure. What's this one? A boar! Wait, which one's the boar? I don't remember a boar being part of it. Ooh. It's getting all fungy. It's getting fungy in here. Umbrella-shaped mushrooms. Seeing this many mushrooms would many people, would many anyone. What? Seeing this many mushrooms would many anyone feel queasy. make anyone feel queasy, even if they don't have trypophobia. But there's not holes? I don't understand. I thought the trypophobia was like if you saw too many holes in like a pattern. Yeah, there is no proofer. We've established that. The shrine. Going to the shrine. Was that supposed to be a scare? Because it didn't really work. We find ourselves in an open space after passing the gate. This should be the grounds of the shrine. However, there are no remains of any buildings to be seen. Have they completely decayed? Path in the forest.
これは
Old stone lantern with mushrooms scattered here and there. That moment I spot something. It's a tooth! How much you want to bet it's a tooth? You want to bet 100% it's a tooth? Oh, good catch. You make a good detective, Cat. Fucking tooth! Fucking tooth! Called it. Tooth! When in doubt, tooth it out. Only trace left of the shrine. Nothing else around here. Who's sniffing me?
よし
Was that a sound of a cat? Thick bushes and shrubs crowd this area. There's a path. Hey, cat. Do you see that red thing behind those bushes? Do I want to? I strain my eyes staring at the bushes, but it's too dark for me to see anything. You can't see it. You need new glasses. Come here. Mashita walks towards the bushes as I follow from behind. With my bright flashlight in hand, we cross the spacious open area. If Kokori was actually in here, we'd be perfect targets. Just thinking about that sends chills down my spine. Look, there it is. Oh, it's in the shape of a person. Red figure laying in the inner area. Hang on a second. Those are clumps of red plants that are the shape of a human. Still, this doesn't explain anything about the shrine. We better take a closer look. Inspect. Are thin red filaments. They look similar to the red mushrooms inside the petri dish. I don't get it. Why have they clustered in such a strange shape? Item. This. I take out the creepy petri dish. The creepy petri dish. Even if I take it out, I don't know how to use it. I don't know, just pour it on him. Use the gun. I don't know. Use the talisman. I take out the Abe's talismans. Okay. Take out the notice. I don't think there's really anything. I don't know. Do I have to bring the scientist? Is that what I gotta do? Let me go to the infirmary, switch out for the doctor scientist lady, because I probably need her. So let me change.
誰を連れて行こうか
Save. Exit. To Fox Forest. Oh, I forgot about the sexual moans. Sexual moans, sexual moans, sexual moans. La 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 la, I can't hear you. La 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 la. Okay.
ここ
Let's go take her over there so she can look at them. Inspect. Item. Do I not have an item? Tab. nothing I can do? Shoot it! I don't know. I'm missing something. Did I ever go down that one path down here? The rooster path or whatever? I don't remember.
Yoshi.
Okay.
Yoshi.
Yush. Nothing there.
ここ
So we got that. Nothing else around here. That's it. Maybe if we go down this path where the rock was. There we go. Inspect. Should I try touching? Touch. Touch the rope. Touch. I grab the rope and try shaking it hard. Like, what? Like, when I say touch, I don't mean going like this. I just mean going, huh. But no, you gotta make it complicated. Why would you do that? I knew it's not just an ordinary rope. Yeah, no shit. Something rolls down from the gap between the rope and the stone. Is it because I shook it? Is it a tooth? It's a... This is like the American... Well, the Japanese equivalent of the American find a penny, pick it up, except you find a tooth, pick it up. Teeth all the time. Forever. Forever teeth. Welcome to the Forever Teeth game, where we're just forever teeth. Okay. So, is there no other place to go? Except the shrine? Yeah, I can't go up. I have to go right. So.
これは。うん?
Nothing here. Alright, I guess,
どうしたの?
Kakura.
これは。
What happens if we talk to her while over here? Can we? I don't understand. It's the same thing. Can't really do anything. Alright, so let's try talking to people. Dang, you've got balls, blah blah blah. Talk. Call Ada. Ada? Ada? Hello, cat. What do you want me to look up? Chat. Thanks for this afternoon. Discuss. We already did that and did this. Okay. Stop talking. Trade? What do we got? Oh yeah, I forgot you're here. Trade for sacred objects. What's this? Reduce 3 action. Sure. Why not?
さあ、いってらっしゃい。
Let us save. So I guess we gotta talk to one of the girls or something. No one here. I'm jealous you can go home early. I usually work until late night. Sometimes I even stay overnight. Oh. Must be hard on you, Hiro. Really is, but no one in the company understands my pain. I'm really starting to hate it there. There's no need to stay here any longer. Okay. Student council? No one here. Back during my school days, I didn't really involve myself in student council since I was busy with club activities. Were you in the science club? Hey now, don't judge a book by its cover. Sorry, what club were you in? Science. Oh, physics and chemistry club. That's not all that much different than what I said, you know. There's no need... I wasn't in the science club. I was in the physics and chemistry club. Like, okay, sure. What a nice library. They even have a large collection of books. If you're going to build a library, might as well do it right, I say. I guess they put a lot of importance on this, given their reputation. Hope this incident won't damage the school's reputation. It's probably a long shot. Okay. Let's go to the new building. And see if we can find... Oops. Hit the wrong button. Let's see if we can find our friend in the hall, maybe. Oh, the moaning. I really don't need to hear the moaning. What? For real? Consult.
どうしたの?
Let's head inside, or you know, we could always choose not to. Head inside what? Where are we heading inside? Why, like... Consult.
ちょっと
What? Okay, that was weird. Courtyard. Oh yeah, let's check the fox statue. Okay, nothing here. Awesome. Love it. Can we go in the clock tower? Is there something in the clock tower to get? I see the entrance to the clock tower. Open the door. And die. Door's locked tight. Okay, never mind. Shrine front gate.
ちょっと
Okay. And it froze again. That was weird. Fox Forest? What's this way? Nothing. So bizarre. I wish she would not moan like that while running. And it sounds worse that they're both doing it at the same time. Am I missing something?
どうしたの？
I can't find Kakuta anywhere. Don't tell me Kokori has... I feel like we're missing something. I have not... So the only things to investigate is this, that. There's literally nothing else. Nothing on the tree. I haven't seen anything on the floor. That just clicks on that. And then it's just this. So you inspect it inside the petri dish. Inside the petri dish. So I would assumedly do this. So, item, petri dish. Can't, like, what do I do?
これは
I'm so confused. Guys, I'm stuck. What do I do? Am I missing something? Is it like a certain order of things? Or did I legit forget to do something or see something or go somewhere or... Item. Nothing. Item. Nothing. Item. Nothing. Item. Nothing. Item. Nothing. Tab does nothing. Finish. There's really nothing to do out here, so I would just presumably just go back to the infirmary. Better not use the you-know-what. Okay.
そういえば
See, I brought the scientist thinking she would help me with stuff, but maybe I need to investigate the classroom? But then it wouldn't let me go upstairs. So now I'm really confused what I have to do. I have... So let me show you. I might be missing an item, honestly. I have, because we're looking for Kokora, I guess. Menu. I have the notice, petri dish, I have talismans, I have the paper bag, which has the gun net, old signboard. And I think the rest are just like additional items. So, am I allowed to go? It's all locked. It's not really letting me... It's just like, you have to go. Can't go upstairs. That's locked. There's a boar statue? You mean the, let me see. Oh, the lamp. Yeah, I did. I thought I did. Let me... Maybe I missed something. Hold on. Oh good, at least I don't have to hear moaning noises anymore. That's great. So past the rooster path. Dog. Inspect. Okay. Finish.
よし
4. Okay, inspect. Moss and mushrooms. Oh, you're right. Behind the stones there seems to be animal tracks leading further into the woods, diverging from the path. A boar path. Aha! I did miss something. We follow the animal tracks surrounded by overgrown flora once again. I wonder what's waiting for me in this deep, dark forest. Nothing. Darkness. That? There's an open area in front of us. Something's there. Several logs have been arranged in this meadow. They kind of resemble a fence. An inordinate number of mushrooms are growing around the logs. This place looks like a mushroom farm to me. Better be careful, cat. This place is practically screaming ambush to me. A boogaboo. Ooh, there's a lot of boogaboos here. Things to explore.
よし
Logs are assembled like a fence. Can't see what's on the other side of the fence. Let's move in closer, get a better look. Oh no. Oh no, Kakuta! Find a corpse wearing a Konohara Academy uniform on the ground. Unsettling whitish mushrooms are growing from the body. There's multiple bodies, though. This is where all the students have went. Is this another victim of Kokori's curse? Please don't step on the tasties. He stepped on the tasties. What are we gonna do? Stay back. I'll inspect the corpse. I cautiously approach the dead body. Where should I start? Body? Eyes are fixed on the corpse. Ugh. I can feel gastric juices well up into my throat. The more I stare at it, the more repulsive it looks. This used to be a human being, and now it looks like this? Don't look away. I utter a mild gastigation to myself and continue observing the body. While the sprouting mushrooms have torn up the uniform, it isn't that dirty. He must have died recently. A green tie that indicates he's a second year. Mushrooms are growing all over his large body. We'll do... This will go in order. Pants pockets. I reach inside the corpse's pants pockets. Inside I find a cell phone. It's pretty much stock and no distinctive customizations, making it hard for us to guess who owned it. Maybe I can learn something from the phone itself. I press the buttons to no avail. Guess it's been broken. Blazer. Reach inside the corpse's blazer pockets. Find a piece of paper inside the pocket. It seems to have been torn from something. I position the beam of my flashlight so I can examine the paper's content. You looked away from the body, though. Fox licata, a type of fungus that only lives in the fox forest. Its spore cap doesn't have a cap or stalk, takes the shape of a reed. A poisonous mushroom, it contains 10 times the amount of... Oh, it's a psilocybin, which is a hallucinogenic, as the infamous psilocybe argentypes. So, like, whatever. Doing shrooms, man! As of this writing, there are currently no laws regulating possession or cultivation of this fungus. However, considering the negative impact it would have on individuals, especially minors, official regulation and study are needed. Descriptions of a plant are written on it. This must be the missing page from the guide in the storage room. Scarlet, strip-shaped mushrooms. It should be referring to these plants. So these red mushrooms are called fox licata. Fox licata. It sounds like a pasta dish, doesn't it? Like, hello ma'am, what are you having today? Yes, I'd like the fox licata. Thank you. Would you like marinara on it? Yes, please. According to the information, they seem to be mushrooms with strong hallucinogenic effects. Let's go fucking get high on shrooms, man. There's another piece of paper inside the pocket. Man, this pocket's full of papers. Unlike the first, this one is written in rough, hurried penmanship. The author of this note was definitely pissed off. Fox licata and the murder at Lake S. The minor offender in the case seemed to have ingested fox licata, and the one who sold the mushrooms to them was K. I've seen shifty-looking youngsters roaming around the fox forest. Looks like they intended to harvest fox licata. There were also some students from our school, including K. I didn't disclose this information to the public out of fear that it would damage the school's reputation. That was a grave mistake. I take responsibility for everything. The murder of a mother and a child at Lake S, an incident I've never heard of before. That's all there is to inspect. Find out anything useful, Cat? Yeah, quite a bit. I describe the corpse's features and show Mashita the items I found. Wait, if Mashita's the detective, why the fuck am I investigating? Why can't he? I'm guessing that corpse is that brat, huh? Gotta be. He's a well-built second year, and that torn research paper in his pocket is a dead giveaway. If it's not Kakuta, who else would it be? Kakuta has been cursed by Kokori. The curse didn't end just because he ran away. He probably lost his stamina here. We might have a better idea why he came here once we check out his belongings. Let's keep that stuff, Cat. Agreed. His cell phone, the document. Well, Rip Kakuta. I offer a silent prayer for his soul and leave the place. I realize something on our way back. Unlike the other victims, Kakuta's corpse didn't disappear. I wonder why. You don't believe in unpaid overtime? The only possible reason I can come up with is that maybe when he passed, he wasn't human any longer. Kakuta had basically become mushrooms. Even his parents wouldn't recognize him in that state. I wonder what's a better death, not even leaving behind a corpse or being completely stripped of all your distinguishing human features. Oh good, it's letting me investigate the rest.
Yoshi.
A stump with mushrooms growing on it. What's that? Is it a tooth? Something stuck on the other side of the stump. Is it a tooth? Take a few steps closer and find a metal grip protruding from the ground. I try to pull it out. It's not a tooth. It's actually a shovel. What's it doing here? Why the fuck is there a giant shovel here? Did someone just try to do a really bad impression of an ambulance? That's all I heard. The voice just now. It sounded like a male's voice, doing a bad impersonation of an ambulance. Mashita's not showing any reaction. Looks like I'm the only one who heard the bad impression of an ambulance. This shovel might have some sordid tale attached to it, like an ambulance. Despite the creepiness, this shovel might come in handy. I decide to take it, despite my pounding heart's protestations. I got just a small shovel, not a large shovel. I'm thinking like a ginormous shovel. Also, I just realized this was here. Is that another body? On the ground, I see a mass with a rather odd shape. What is that? I better examine it. It's another body, isn't it? It looks body-ish. An ominous mass surrounded by moss. It doesn't resemble a human. Is this perhaps a human whose body has turned into mushrooms? I can't tell by looking. I might be punished for this, but I'll be able to confirm it if I dig out some of the mushrooms. Okay. Do it up. Reach out to the mass, poking it. It's harder than I thought. There's no doing this with... Use the shovel you just literally picked up. Do I gotta do everything for you? I take out the shovel and I stick it into the mass. A part of the mass crumbles away. I carefully pick it up and look it over. It's a spleen. I knew it, it's a mushroom. Its surface is as hard as tree bark. I doubt this used to be a human. It just doesn't look like a human to me. There's no trace of clothing either. I could be wrong, of course, but I'm going with that. I don't want to think that I might have just mutilated and desecrated a corpse. There's something buried in the place I dug out. Is it a tooth? So many teeth. Who's losing teeth? At the end of this game, I'm going to find a ghost that's going to be like, my teeth! Toothless ghost coming after me.
これは
Mushrooms are growing on a lump of moss. There's nothing particularly interesting here, not even red mushrooms that resemble fox licata. Is that it? Did we do it? That, so I did this. Nothing here. I did that. Okay. Let's go. Now that we know what these mushrooms are, we could go, boom. This is the thing we need. This is the hallucinogenic mushrooms. Let's check it out. Okay. Okay. Inspect. Fox licata. I don't get it. Why have they clustered in such a strange shape? Item. Item. Small shovel. I take the small shovel from my bag. My gut's telling me something's buried here. That's enough motivation to start thrusting the shovel into the earth. Maybe it's a body. My shovel hits something hard. Being careful not to break whatever it is, I try to excavate the dirt around it. Before long, the object becomes visible. Yep. They're old human bones. The bones are clad with tattered clothes. Dirt has worked its way through the fiber now, but I believe this used to be white. Who the hell's this poor sod? I don't know, but the white clothes make me think it could be Mr. Kokori from the rumors. Abe said Kokori's the spirit of a priest, so this guy here is that priest? We may find out once we get a better look at the skeleton. I crouch next to the corpse and inspect it. All of its teeth are missing because we've been collecting it. From the bone structure, it appears these bones belong to a man. However, they don't really have any special identifying feature that would help us, like a missing finger or something. At this time of night, it'd be hard-pressed to cross-check his teeth against dental records, too. Making matters worse, other than the shreds of the formerly white clothing, there are no belongings to be found. The fact that this body is buried here might indicate that he was murdered. If so, then his belongings might have been stolen at that time. Who are you? Words full of anxiety and confusion tumble from my mouth. Ugh. Deep inside the school, the dead fox god that looks alive, inside the stomach. Okay. What was that? A man's voice suddenly echoes through my mind, as if he's trying to answer my question. But I believe these are murmurs of his deep resentment. If you listen too carefully, you may get overwhelmed by the regrets of the deceased. We can't stay here any longer. It's dangerous. Let's go, Mashida. I don't think we'll get any useful information here. Nothing, really? Shit. I didn't Don't do it! Suddenly, the sound of a gunshot rings out and reverberates through the shrine grounds. Oh my god. Does he have a fucking shotgun? How come he gets a shotgun? I only have a little tiny freaking handgun? This ghost thingy gets a shotgun? Oh. Are you made out of flowers? Oh, it's a rifle. It's got something resembling a hunting rifle in its hands. Is that Mr. Kokori? Kill hooligan. Stay off my weed farm. Get off my shrooms. Mr. Kokori disappeared? Oh, we're dead. Oh my god. Another gunshot rings out and a bullet hits the ground near our feet, spraying us with dirt. This is bad. That thing does real damage, and he's trying to shoot us with it. Oh god. Hey cat, don't go out there like that. You're wide open. After saying that, Mashita hides behind a nearby tree. I do the same and hunker down behind a different tree. Oh my god. The bullet hits somewhere completely off target. Good thing he's bad aim. The bullet hits a spot near the lantern. This guy, obviously an amateur. I think he's using a hunting rifle, but you can see the grouping of his shots is very close. Either that gun's old or and hasn't been cleaned, or he's just a poor marksman who keeps missing the target. I think as long as we keep a good distance from him, the bullets won't hit us. True, but we shouldn't be careless. He only needs one lucky shot to kill us. What should we do then? I can't see him anywhere. We can't just sit here and wait for him. We'll be dead meat once he gets close enough. Everything is certainly trending very badly for us. Even if we try to make a mad dash for it, the road ahead is straight and narrow. Even a bad shooter with a bad gun is going to be able to hit their target eventually in this kind of situation. What should we do then? We really can't make a move so long as we don't know where Kokori is. Hold on, we can't see him right now. I feel like I remember something, but I'm not too sure. Keep calm and think. There must be clues somewhere. Creepy petri dish? No, we're not. I'll just do this. Oh, God! I can't inspect the body. There is no body! Inspect the body. I guess?
これでどうだ
I open the petri dish and take a close look inside. Inside is a grotesque dead centipede with mushrooms protruding from its body. The centipede mushrooms are as red as blood. Speaking of red, I feel like the female doll said something to me when I ran into her at the corridor. If I can remember what she said, maybe it'll give me a clue. Okay. So, we have to get high, guys. Time to get high. Eat the mushrooms. Well, they're hallucinogenic, so. I open the petri dish and decide to eat some of the mushrooms that grow on the centipede. I bite one of the mushrooms sticking out of the insect's body and tear it off with force. Then with steely determination, I swallow it down. Ooh, that really hurt me. I feel my body getting warm, like I drank a mug of hot water. My heart is beating so fast, my vision starts to blur. This is probably the effect of Fox Lacata. Hey, you alright, cat? Yeah, I think so. There he is! Look at him! We shall be high together. Once my heartbeat returns to normal, I slowly stabilize, my vision stops going blurry, and I'm no longer in a daze. Then a mysterious figure appears before my eyes. He's there! I can see Kokori! Looks like this is the right choice. Kokori hasn't moved an inch. Rest assured, he hasn't come any closer. Wait, what? You can see Kokori? Yeah, thanks to the red demon. Eat Crimson Devil to see the invisible Kokori. The female doll mentioned it before. You know how crazy that sounds? You're talking to your friend, be like, yeah, the doll told me to eat red shit and get high. Calling us hooligans, Kokori aims his gun in our direction. He aims in our direction. Aims up. The bullet hits the tree we're hiding behind. His accuracy's improved. We're pinned down now. One thing's for certain. We can't escape right now. We need to find some way to fight back. Since Mashida can't see Kokori, the only one who can fight him is me. There's not much I can do to fight back, but I've got to give it my all. Stand by. Team up with Mashida. Talismans? Well, no. If I team... Well, he doesn't know. But he could help, maybe. Suspicious paper bag. Maybe the talismans? No, we don't want to shoot him. Just use the talismans.
Yosh.
I doubt it'll work, but I'll give it a shot. Come out of hiding and hold Abe's talisman out toward Kokori. Both of us need to recite a chant now. I'm not too sure about this, but let's try the 9 cuts chant together. Power, energy, harmony, healing, premonition, empathy, dimension, creation, enlightenment. Power, energy, harmony. God damn. I'm gonna die and Mashida's gonna be fine. We get hit before Mashida can even finish reciting the chant. I should have known this would happen. Okay. Guess we gotta shoot him. Alright. So, me. Shoot him!
Yosh.
I don't know what else to do! I open the suspicious paper bag and take out the gun inside. Gonna use that, cat? Remember, deep breaths, aim steady, take the shot. Sorry, but I have to leave it to you. I can't see the bastard. I'll give it a try. I got no idea if this is even going to work against Kokori. Honestly, I'm just hoping my attack will surprise him enough that he flees. Not expecting much, I poke my head out of cover and ready the gun. Taking aim at Kokori, I pull the trigger immediately. Kokori also shoots his gun at the same time, and his shot grazes my leg. Fuck. This is awful. My bullet doesn't hit Kokori. I want to take my time and aim before firing my shot, but that'll only leave me defenseless for a long time. Is there a better way to do this? I'm the only one that can fight him. Let's team up with both of them. Or have him shoot? Okay, take out the gun. I'm a complete novice. I don't have any confidence in my ability to shoot a gun. Mashida, could you do something to distract Kokori for a couple seconds? I figured you were going to ask something like that. I'll do something about it. Believing in Mashida's tactics, I poke my head out and ready my gun. Success! Mashida leaves his cover and shoots into the open space. Kokori turns toward Mashida. Great job, Mashida. I take aim at Kokori, who has now stopped moving, breathe deeply, and calmly pull the trigger. Oh, he lets out an eerie howl. Did you get him, cat? I think I hit him, although I guess it's more like my bullet just passed through his body. Well, he is a spirit after all. If you could defeat them with guns, no one would call me to investigate. They just get the military. Oh, God. He mad. Oh, he's so mad. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. He screams in anger and fires his gun. He then begins to approach us slowly. Oh boy. Oh, he's dripping? Ew. Shit, he's coming closer. So we pissed him off. I want to believe this is the right choice. Corey's breathing hard. He seems angry. The closer he gets to us, the more in danger we are. Also, that makes it easier to shoot him now. But will that really help us? Hey, what are we gonna do? We're running out of time. I know that already. If we know how to deal with Kokori's shots, we might be able to find an opening and escape. Our bullets don't work against Kokori, but we need to create an opening to survive. Team up with Machida. His mask, his rifle. Oh, his rifle. Shoot his rifle? Yeah, because he's invisible. Shoot his rifle.
よし
That way he can't shoot at us and we can run away. Sorry, but can you be my decoy once more, Machida? Fine. Trusting in Machida, I peek my head out of cover and ready my gun. Well, that made the most sense to me. Machida does the same and readies his gun. Except Machida loses his composure and drops the gun. God damn it, Machida! Okay. Machida... Try it again. Please, for the love of God! Just shoot him! Okay. Alright. 99%! We can do this! Success! Does the same and fires a shot into the open space. Turns toward Machida. Great job. Take aim, who's now stopped moving. Breathe deeply. Pull the trigger. Ooh! Let's sound Yuri howl. Nice! That definitely hit. I saw it for a split second. Your shot hit his rifle. Sounds frustrated and angry. Something might have happened to his rifle. Did our attack jam his rifle? It's now or never. Kokori can't shoot us. Let's go, Machida. I know, no need to tell me. Boom! We're gone! We're out of here! Once we reach the path, we beat feet, don't slow down. Looks like this is the right choice. Hell yeah, 7 health, we survived. We did it. Holy crap. That was an ordeal I did not expect to go through. Machida and I race out of there as fast as we can. We're running straight for the exit. There's no guarantee that Mr. Kokori will let us go, even if we escape the forest. Like Slipmouth Kashima, he can probably follow us now that he's set his sights on us. We'll have to be careful everywhere going forward. It sounds like they're having sex in the background. I don't know who thought this was a brilliant way to, like... I'd like to have some choice words with the developers of this game. Also, I have a dirty mind. Even so, our only choice right now is to run for our lives, even if hell is going to be hot on our heels wherever we go. Our only goal is survival, and I'm sure that Machida feels the same. It's the Execat! Is he still chasing us? He is not. Looks like we survived the hunt for now. For fuck's sake, we barely escaped that bastard. We better stay out of this goddamn forest for now, unless you feel like being target practice. Machida looks exhausted, and I'm sure I do as well. Let's take this opportunity to head to the infirmary and sort everything we've just learned. Okay. But before we do that, we've got a Foxy statue to check out. See if we can check it out on the way back. Or do I need a hero for that?
ここ
Okay, I guess I need hero for that. To the infirmary! Sigh of relief escapes my lips the moment we step inside the infirmary. Also, am I still hallucinating? I'm lucky that I'm seeing these walls again, and that's not an exaggeration in the slightest. Time to tell Yasuoka and the others what happened in the forest. Okay. Welcome back. Glad to see you're both safe. Yasuoka and Hiro are the only people inside the infirmary. Where's Maruhashi? Oh, she went to the restroom. Alone? She's aware of the dangers that shrine poses now, and she's not headed into the forest. She should be fine. Kokori's not the only threat here, though. The Departed is roaming around the school as well. Although the Departed only kills their target after issuing a notice, so Maruhashi should be fine. Good thing she's not here then. I'll give you a quick summary of what happened before she returns. There are things I don't want her to hear. I fill them in on what happened in the forest. I see, so Kakuta is... It's painful to know that a young life has been lost like that. But does that mean Kakuta was hooligan? More or less. Kakuta stole a document about Fox Lakata, so he must have known something about it, though I find it hard to imagine that he was acting on his own. Fox Lakata is a strong hallucinogen, so it wouldn't surprise me if other people were doing something with it. A strong hallucinogen, huh? I'd like to study it at the Institute. It may be a new kind of alkaloid. Very intriguing. Can you give me some of those Fox Lakata to research once we wrap up this investigation? Cut the crap, Hiro. This thing needs to be in the hands of the government. I'm gonna submit this shit to my friend at the DEA. I'm not having it any other way, got it? Jeez, you're no fun. Welcome back. How was your pee? I'm back. Oh, you're here already. Hey, you better fill me in too. Don't leave me out of everything. Fine. Your friend's dead. Leaving out the bits about Kakuta's death, I tell her what happened in the forest. I concoct a story and say I found the paper and phone lying on the ground. So Kakuta was in the forest. Why was he there, though? Dunno. Think he got a call. Maybe his phone can tell us something? Unfortunately, it's broken. I've tried pressing the button, but... Let me take a look. Maruhashi starts touching the phone screen like it's her own phone. Psh, it's not broken. The battery's just dead. Anyone with a phone should have been able to realize this. Jeez, how bad with tech stuff are you, Grandpa? Oh, sorry, you got me there. I have a charger that'll work with this phone at home. Maybe we should try and charge it and then see if we can get something out of it? My home's not far from here. This phone's gonna be pretty useless to us with a dead battery. Let's take her up on her offer. Let's go to this young woman's house. I'm sure her parents will not be worried in the slightest about an old adult male going to this child's home. Unless we're just gonna, like, call her or something and not really go to her house. Alright, I'll be right back. 3 seconds later. I'm back! The phone's charged. Maruhashi quickly exits the infirmary. What should we do now? Should we wait until the kid calls us? I object to that course of action. We should resume the investigation. It's for your sake as well, Cat. What do you mean by that, Yasuoka? I can tell. You're being targeted by a spirit. Excuse me? Sooner or later, that spirit will find its way to you. If that happens while you're unprepared, you'll meet the same fate as Kakuta. Oh, for fuck's sake, why is everything so... As a renowned fortune teller and spiritualist, Yasuoka's words carry a lot of weight. I thought maybe the clock had stopped with Kakuta's death and we'd have a little more time before there was another target, but it turns out the clock is still ticking, and it's counting down for me. But what should we do now? We still don't know who exactly Kokori is, right? And that's something we can research. I have an idea. Remember the case from Kakuta's document? Let's look into that murder of a mother and child at Lake S. That's been stuck in my head. How are we going to investigate that? Have Nakamatsu look it up on the internet for us. He should at least be able to pull up general summary from somewhere. And by that I mean you go call him up. Wait, why do I have to do it? You know how to use a phone. Just call him yourself. Nah, I don't really like talking to him. We're not really on the same wavelength. So that's your issue? I guess you can't expect a, a nice otaku and a hard-boiled ex-detective to get along. Looks like I'm gonna have to be the one to call Ida. Okay, so talk. Let's call Ida. Hello, cat. What do you want me to look up? Can you look for any information you could find about a murder of a mother and child at Lake S? It may be connected to our investigation. Geez, a mother and child being murdered? That sounds awful. I'll try searching. Found something. 10 years ago, a mother and child were beaten to death by a group of delinquents. I'll share the details now. It's pretty long, so you should probably start taking notes. Shit. I whip out a pen to write down everything Ida says about the murder. Murder of a mother and child at Lake S. 10 years ago at Lake S in S City. I wonder what S is. Like, why couldn't they have just come up with a name? A family who went camping was attacked by a group of young men. Mother Izumi Kiyohara, 37, and her daughter Kozue, is it Kozue Kiyohara? Kozue Kiyohara, 16, were beaten to death. The father, Masaki Kiyohara, 40, was gravely injured but survived. He was hospitalized for 3 months. Masaki Kiyohara was a teacher at a school in H City, not far from S City. He continued to work there after the incident, but later disappeared. The crime was committed by 8 juveniles, all between the ages of 16 and 19. At the time of the crime, they were under the influence of mind-altering substances. Due to their ages, names of the perpetrators were not disclosed. The narcotic they were taking at the time was believed to be some new type of psychedelic mushroom. Of the 8 juveniles who were arrested, K, who was allegedly the drug dealer, was released due to insufficient evidence. Oh. That's horrible. Those violent punks are scarier than spirits. Ida might have a point there. Spirits who curse humans are pretty frightening, but humans are responsible for creating spirits in the first place. The malicious actions of people cause grudges, and grudges create spirits. It's a chain of hatred, one that begins with humans. By the way, Kat, I need to get going soon. Oh, you can leave the mansion if you want. Thanks for your help today, Ida. No problem at all. Talk to you soon, Kat. How'd it go? Ida had a lot to share. I shared the details of the murder with the other 3. I see. No wonder it was sticking in my head. Did you work on that case, Mashita? Come on, man. Use your brain just a little bit. That case is 10 years old. I wasn't on the force yet, but now I recall my mentor was the one who told me about it. Nakamatsu pretty much covered the whole thing, though, so I don't have any additional info to add. Do you think the mushrooms from that case are Fox Lacata? This case is full of mushrooms, eh? Can't argue with that. A curse involving mushrooms growing from your body, Kakuta being turned into mushrooms, the Fox Lacata on the dead centipede in the petri dish, and now we've learned about the tragedy caused by Fox Lacata 10 years ago. Everything's connected to mushrooms. Boy, Kay, the one who wasn't prosecuted. Could it have been Kakuta? Kakuta? God damn it, I just told you, the case is 10 years old. There's no way Kakuta was involved back then. Well, it's pretty unlikely for him to have been directly involved, but he knew about Fox Lacata. He reacted to the petri dish and even hid the documents. Everything would tie itself up nicely if he turned out to be a mushroom dealer. I imagine we don't have enough information yet, however. The key to discovering Mr. Kokori's identity is likely the link between the past and present cases, or so I believe. Guess that's all we're going to get out of this deduction session. What we need now is some solid evidence. Let's continue the investigation. We don't know where to start, though. We probably won't find anything in the forest or the shrine in the corridor. I have a place in mind. For real? I got some information in the forest that'll lead us to our next spot. The murder case document. The voice from the corpse? Right, the voice I heard when inspecting the bones. Deep inside the old school, the dead fox god that looks alive inside the stomach. That voice told me to go investigate somewhere. Maybe heading to the location they mentioned will help us identify that corpse. And if we can learn about the person who became Mr. Kokori, we can start devising a plan of attack. Which sounds great, except we're running low on time. Should we really just trust something that I heard from a mysterious voice when so much is at stake? Having trouble making a decision? When you're running out of time and you need to make a tough choice, just trust your instinct and hope for the best. You know that's most important when dealing with spirits. Courage and conviction. Thanks for the reminder. I'll go with my gut and act on the information the voice gave me. Let's search for the dead fox god that looks alive in the depths of the old school. Okay, that was a long segment. Let's save. Alright. Exit. So, connecting corridor. To where I want to go. A massive statue of the guardian fox stands here. This definitely is a fox god, sure, but we're not deep in the old school and the statue doesn't look alive at all. We better find some other foxes. What other foxes? I don't know of any other foxes. Deep inside the school, he says. Old school. Oh, new build. Okay. Okay. I don't know the other foxes. Also, why is there so much history in this old building? Why has it not been torn down yet? So this is the old building you all have been going on and on about, huh? Place looks downright condemned. Bit odd that it's right in the middle of an active campus. Well, they don't really use it anymore, so they've been neglecting it quite a bit. Not used anymore, huh? When you put it like that, it makes me wonder if this place was still used 10 years ago. 10 years ago? Oh, the Lake S murder. The victim's husband was a teacher. There's a chance that he worked here. Bet you're thinking the same thing. Otherwise, why would you come here, right? There's a chance the victim's husband used to be a teacher at Konohara Academy. But I chose to come to this place because that voice told me to. The old school must refer to the old building. Where's the dead fox god that looks alive, then? Where in a school might students study living things? The library. Oh. Do I have to go up? Oh. Okay. We'll go up. Fine. The old science room. I thought library, but ooh. That was that the Departed's voice again? Shh, the heck is this place? My body feels heavy. You better find the roots of the curse. Time to go! Okay. Let's find the root of the curse. Dead insects inside the sink. Found it. The cursed tooth is the cause of all this. Break the thing now. Yeah, okay. Reach my hand in the sink and pick up the tooth. Ugh. This is bad. I'm getting dizzy. Shit. My hand slips and the tooth falls. It shouldn't be that far away. I gotta find it fast. Something on the... Yep. Cursed tooth. Found it. Good thing it didn't go under the desk. Yeah, definitely. Raising my foot, crush the tooth. Shatters into pieces. Yep. It's my wifey's tooth, apparently. Body feels so much lighter now. And it subsided.
これは
Large shelf against the wall. Seems like it was used to store lab equipment. Oh. Take that back. Something sparkles. Is it a tooth? Oh, it's a small key. No tag. What's it for? We got a key. Something's missing here. Looking at the marks on the wall, there used to be a shelf here. Looking closely, mold is growing here and there. Must be where that musty smell's coming from. Numerous dead insects are lying inside the dusty sink. Insects again. Dude, I fucking hate this thing.
ここ
Oh, it's inside the stomach. Fox got. We definitely need to inspect this closely. Inspect. Looking at the creature's features. This stuffed fox is real. One intended to be used for education. It was probably taxidermied by an artisan. This fox looks alive. It's a shame such a fine item is sitting neglected here. The color of its fur has faded. Item? Small shovel. Take out the small shovel. I don't know. Dig into it. Small key? I don't know.
よし
Let's check this. Pile of mold-infested cardboard boxes. Help me examine these boxes. What a pain in the ass. I'll inspect the boxes on the left. You take the two on the right. Pick up the pile of boxes and put them down. Heavy boxes filled with old books and prints. Rummage through them, but don't find anything worth noting. This one. Did you find something? Look at this, cat. The box Machida is gesturing at is filled with old lab equipment. I find something small hiding among the test tubes and beakers. It's a tooth! Not a cursed tooth, though. Just a tooth.
ここ
Bottles of liquid are lined on the shelf. Liquid seems like formalin to me. Botanical specimens are floating inside the bottles. There's something behind the bottles. Petri dishes are piled up along the back of the shelf. Inside are desiccated flowers and leaves, as well as dried moss. Guess someone must have been a pretty active plant collector in the past. If these plants are endemic species from Fox Forest, the person who collected them might be the author of that research journal. That means this dish used to be here too. I see, but I don't get how the dish got from here to the shrine. I don't know either. It might be a spiritual phenomenon. I gotta say that this little dish has been an invaluable help on this case. I feel like my steps in this investigation are being choreographed by someone else. Okay, so we did that. Let's check
Yes.
this before the obvious thing. Old steel cabinet, something behind the glass door. Inspect. Peer through the dusty glass. It's a dissection scalpel that was probably used for experiments. Cabinet door's locked, though. I can't open it. Ah, there's a key! I insert the small key. It works. Delightfully crisp clack. I open the door and find a dissection scalpel inside. Despite all the dust, the scalpel isn't that rusty. It can probably still cut things. Dirty scalpel. Okay.
ここ
Creepy dude. Old anatomical model covered in dust. It's in such bad shape that it seems shockingly mundane. What a poor fate for this model, if you think about it. Their skin is peeled off, their organs are exposed, and then they end up neglected like this. Still not having
よ
it.
し
Okay, so item, scalpel. Deep inside the old school, the dead fox god that looks alive. Must be referring to this fox. I need to check out what's inside its stomach. Maybe whatever's secret inside this fox's stomach can shine a light on Mr. Kokori's identity. I've got a feeling something will happen once I figure out what that secret is. If there are things that we haven't done yet, we better finish them before doing this. Should we... Oh... do we have to do things first? Yeah, let's do it. Hi, baby. Hello. Welcome. Thank you. I get the dirty scalpel from my bag and approach the stuffed fox. I press the tip of the scalpel to the fox's belly. Oh, that sounds delicious. And then I slice it open. The fox's stomach is gaping. Yikes. A swarm of tiny bugs pour out of the fox's stomach. Ew. Given how old the fox is, I should have expected something like this. But even still, I can't help being disgusted. Brushing away the bugs, I stick my hand inside the stomach cavity. Ugh, all of this sounds awful. Huh? This is... What did you find? This thing. I show Mashita the plastic square I found. Oh, a floppy disk. I know you're bad with computers and all, but you recognize what this is, right? It's the thing you use to save data on the computer, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. We could use a computer to read what's on this disk. Computer, huh? Now that I think about it, I remember seeing a laptop in the faculty room. You know where to find one? Let's go then. We've got a lot of info to grab before that Kokori fucker shows up. I got a floppy disk. Oh boy. Here we go. This is... The Departed. Hello. The Departed? They're... Mashita's voice starts to crack due to fear. No matter how much I try to prepare myself, I always freeze up before the Departed. I can't even speak, much less move. My dear husband. Kokori resentment killed hooligan. You are next. He is already here. Should you survive, you will become my real husband. But you can't save this soul as you are now. You will die here. Tonight. Uh-oh. Come on, wifey. You're not letting me have any fun. The Departed is gone. What did they mean? I can't save this soul? Hey, Cat? Did they say something? Yeah. I tell Mashita what the Departed just told me. What the heck? He's coming? You don't mean? Exactly. We can't run from here until we deal with Mr. Kokori. But you really think you could pull it off? They just said that you can't save the soul now. The current me can't save the spirit soul. This is just another hunch, but is it because I'm lacking the key information I need? If that's the case, then there's no way I can save the spirit. What do I still need? This floppy disk must be the key. I need to see what's on it immediately. Gamer Cat! Don't trust that fucker's words. There's gotta be a way. I'm sure of it. Mashita makes a bold statement, except it sounds more like a plea to me. What should I do? Huh. Alright. Interesting. There's like something drug over here. Okay. Need to be vigilant. Okay. So, time to leave. We walk toward the door, trying to leave the science room, however... Oh boy. Here we go. Mushrooms! Oh, that's a lot of mushrooms. Oh boy. Uh-oh. He's behind us. Oh shit! Thought we broke your rifle. Ooh. Interesting. I'm greeted with the vision of a decaying body covered in mushrooms wearing a mask resembling a beast. Hideous-looking Kokori is standing right before my eyes. Hey, what are we gonna do? I can't guarantee that we're fully prepared to fight Kokori. I want to run, but the door's blocked and we don't have another way out. What should we do then? In that moment, Kokori lets out a terrifying scream. My entire body is racked with crippling pain. Uh-oh. Ugh, it's making me itchy. Ugh, what is this pain? What's with all those mushrooms? Oh, I'm itchy. I hear the unpleasant sound of something growing for the second time. Mashita screams, clutching their neck and crouching down. Shit, I have the same problem. Looks like mushrooms have started invading Mashita's body as well. Uh-oh. Which reminds me, this is the same mushroom curse that afflicted Maruhashi, so then... if the mushrooms infest our whole bodies, what awaits us is death. Kokori simply stares at us in silence. Is he trying to kill us with the curse? He's not showing any sign of readying his gun. Maybe he doesn't want us dead. Alright, so what does this fucker want to do? Ooh. Does he want us to say our names or what? Team up. Who? Whose name should I tell Kokori? I don't have that information. Maybe it's written on the disc? It's on this disc. Student K. Shinichi Kakura? Ooh. Kakuta! Student K. A delinquent. Student K. I guess we'll try Student K.
Yoshi.
We try to remember a hooligan who has a connection with the creepy Petri dish. Hopefully. Whispering what I believe is the answer to Mashita, we decide to say it in unison. You're Student K. No? Nope. Fucking again, why does my head hurt so bad? Shit. Oh, we need to say who he is! Who? Alright. That makes more sense. He wants to know his name. Okay. His name. Kazue Kiyohara? I believe that was the father. Because it was mother, daughter, father. The Lake S incident is mentioned. Also obtained the name of the victims thanks to Ida. Using that as a foundation, both of us decide on a name. Making sure we got the same idea, we decide to speak our answer in unison. Your name is Kazue Kiyohara. No? Really? Are you the wife? Who? You're the mom? Oh man. Team up. Or the kid? Maybe it's Masaki?
よし、了解した。
Maybe. Alright. The victims. Your name is Masaki Kiyuhara. Oh, it is the mom. Looks like we got it right. Yeah, I guess he really is Kiyuhara. Assuming the science teacher who was investigating Fox Sakata was the victim of the Lake S incident, and that the mushrooms and the culprits behind the incident were hooligans, it all aligns with Kokori's fixations. Therefore, the victim of that incident, Kiyuhara, is the natural choice to be Kokori. Alright. What's with that question he asked earlier? What does he want to do? No idea. Suddenly lets out a shriek. Oh my god. You look like a freaking Nickelodeon character. His mask then falls off, revealing a hideous, decaying face. Glares at us and growls. I feel dizzy and my arm is hurting really bad. Oh god. I'm just getting itchy! It's messing with my arm now! This guy's really trying to kill us. What is real intentions? Should we do? Okay, so we've identified who. Worst. Hooligan. Who's the worst hooligan? Student K. Student K's the worst hooligan. Student K.
よし。
Because they got away with it. We try to recall the hooligans who's linked to Fox Sakata inside this petri dish. Having made our decision, we declare our answer together. Kokori, the one you hate is Student K. Kokori breaths become more shallow. He seems satisfied with that answer. I knew it. Assuming Kokori is Kiyuhara, he lost his family to a bunch of delinquents in the lake. Oh wait! So I did guess the husband. I don't know why I thought it... Okay, whatever. The culprits were under the influence of Fox Lakata, which was sold by Student K, making things worse. Student K wasn't arrested. He's basically the root cause of all Kokori's problems. Alright, right choice. Lets out an eerie howl. And we're spared. And he slowly vanishes into thin air. Survived! In a flash, the pain disappears as quickly as it came. Strange objects covering my head and arm have also disappeared. Strange objects? They were mushrooms! Why are we saying strange object? Oh, here we go. Round 2. Fight! What was that sound? Upon hearing that eerie scream, I've started to feel dizzy. Oh, he's back. Is this from that fucker Kokori again, Kat? What's happening? Kokori should have disappeared. Why is he here again? Is he smiling? Or is he suffering? My dizziness is getting worse. Hey, what's wrong, Kat? Mashida's scream sounds so distant. Uh-oh. My consciousness is fading as a curtain of darkness descends upon me. Right. This voice is... It is... the departed. Did I die? Or was that supposed to happen? Who's eating me? I hear a sound. The same disgusting sound as before. Uh-oh. Is Kokori being devoured? But why? My dear husband, you were supposed to die here, but you resisted fate, stood against fear. Now, I am convinced you are my real husband. Take a look. Oh shit! Before my eyes, the departed transforms. Their head splits open, revealing their new form, one even more hideous than the last. Is that boobs with claws? 3 souls combine, take off my old clothes, and put on new clothes. Oof. I want to be beautiful, more beautiful than others. We will exchange vows later. Please wait, dear husband. Oh, God. Gross. Oh. Is this like a really long-ass death? What the fuck is that? I hate that. I hate every part of that. Ugh. God damn it, I don't need spiders. Yeah, I think that was a spider. I don't... Ah. Ugh. Ah. Whew. I'm stricken with a massive headache and my feet falter beneath me. What in the world is happening? Uh-oh. What is that thing? The lights are supposed to be off, yet they emit a dim light. A red light. Mashida has collapsed to the ground. While Mashida has lost consciousness, there aren't any physical injuries that I can find. Hey, Mashida, are you okay? I grab Mashida by the shoulders and give him a firm shake. Ugh, cat. I help Mashida off the floor. Thanks, man. What the heck is that light? Hey, did Kokori cause this? I have no idea. Mashida, what do you remember? You're asking me? Damn, can't recall a thing. I dropped like a rock right after Kokori got all weird. Right, where's that Kokori bastard now? He's not here. Did you beat his ass or something? No. The one who killed Mr. Kokori is... that thing. The sight I witnessed when I was on the brink of fainting, the departed devoured Mr. Kokori, and then their body underwent a horrible transformation. He's like, fuck. Why aren't you saying anything? No, it's nothing. I don't really know anything either. I'm still coming to my senses too. I doubt that telling Mashida about the bizarre scene is going to clear anything up. Let's return to the infirmary. Maybe Yasuoka can give me some answers. Let's go, Mashida. Both of us leave the science room. Oh no, everything's still red out here. God damn it, now this place is all red too. Is this going on over the entirety of the old building? Bad idea to stick around any longer. Better return to the new building ASAP. Ah, shit. I hate that they did that. So I can't warp there. Uh-oh. I can feel someone's gaze on me. I'm getting deja vu for some reason. Gee, I wonder why. It's the doll! Hi! Oh, you're all pretty and, well, new. Mostly new. The female doll is standing in the darkness. Her face is kind of back. Her damaged face has been fixed. How can that be? Why did her appearance change in addition to the departed's? I have to share it. Her words are clearer than before. Kokori resentment still lingering. Kokori not forgive those possessed by demons. Return red demons where they belong. So we gotta put the centipede back in the thing. The female doll then disappears into the darkness. Kokori's resentment is still lingering. I can't immediately refute that. If Mr. Kokori had been devoured by the departed before his soul was saved, perhaps the lingering resentment will still bear its fangs at living beings. If that's true, then its target is still... Hey, cat. The heck are you doing standing around? Let's get back to the new building now. Okay. There's something. There's still something I can do to save Mr. Kokori. I wonder what she means by return the red demons to where they belong. You know damn well what it means. Ooh. Oh! You must be kidding me. What on earth is this? Toilets are flushing, the piano is playing. Who'd have thought the paranormal phenomenon would occur in the new building as well? This is the first time I witnessed a spirit operating as strongly and brazenly as this. What if the special building is also... Come on, cat. Time to investigate. That's it. Can I have a bite? The special building's peaceful. Okay. The lights haven't turned red like the ones in the other buildings. Finally, some peace and quiet. The hell was that phenomenon, though? I've got an idea, though it's just a hunch. Both the female doll and Konohara Academy changed once the departed transformed. That can't be mere coincidence. That reminds me. We should check what's on that floppy disk before we go to see the old hag. Just in case that bastard's not gone for real. I want to know all we can about him. You have a point. We do have some unsolved mysteries regarding Mr. Kokori. Not to mention that the doll also said his resentment is still lingering. And if that's true, our lives will be at risk until that resentment has been placated. All the stuff concerning the departed and the red lights are certainly worrisome, but we better focus on Mr. Kokori as the imminent threat. Got it. Let's go to the faculty room. Here we go. It's either can I have a bite or can I bite? Neither sounds peachy. It's empty. Laptop. Laptop? Laptop. Laptop! Okay. Does it even have a floppy drive? Most laptops, most computers these days don't even have a floppy drive. You do the work, Mishita. This isn't my cup of tea. Fine. Turns on the laptop, inserts the floppy disk. They're documents from 10 years ago. Judging by the file format, it would still be somewhat readable using the pre-installed word processing software. I shouldn't have to install a special reader. Mishita may as well be speaking a foreign language. I don't understand a thing they said. Come on, dude. It's not that hard. After a while, some text finally appears on the screen. This is... I'm writing this here just in case. I summoned Kei to the forest. Kei is Mitsuru Kuromine. He's a hooligan. He'll probably bring his gang of thugs with him, so I've decided to bring my hunting rifle. I've become a demon, both physically and mentally. The next fox demon of this cursed forest. I'll terrorize them and kill every single one of them. Even if I die or sacrifice my soul, I shall destroy my enemies. Masaki Kiyohara. Seems like a farewell note. And this Masaki Kiriharu dude is probably our Mr. Kokori. Adding Kiriharu's note to the other information we have thus far, we can see the whole story. 10 years ago, Kiyoharu's wife and child were murdered by delinquents at Lake S. The boys were junkies, addicted to Fox Locata, and the one who sold them was Hooligan K. K was Kuromine, a delinquent from Konohara Academy. After learning his identity, Kiyohara summoned Kuromine and his friends to the forest with the intention of getting revenge. At that moment, he became the fox demon of the cursed forest. Wearing white clothing, complete with a fox mask, he copied how Mr. Kokori looked. He probably saw something of himself in the spirit who killed hooligans that disgraced the shrine. However, he never got his revenge. Kuromine and his friends killed him and buried him in the forest. The skeletal corpse was Kiyohara. Damn. His resentment still lingered on even after his death. Thus his regret became a spirit. Oddly enough, a spirit that looked like Mr. Kokori. And that is how his revenge began, claiming hooligans addicted to Fox Locata, one of them being Kakuta. Damn. Don't do drugs, kids. I guess we've learned enough. Let's report this to Yasoka and the others in the infirmary. What's wrong, Mishida? Nothing. For some reason, I feel like I've heard the name Mitsuru Kuromine before. When you were still a detective? Yeah. Oh well, no need to force myself to remember right now. Let's just get back to the infirmary. Infirmary! To heal! Let's share the info. Is there anything we haven't done yet, though? Let's... Trade? There's one left! Where is the one? Oh, my ear is itchy. Where is the last one? I don't even know. I kind of don't feel like running around trying to find it either, but... Let's talk. Welcome back, you two. Mind telling us what happened out there? I tell them all the events that have happened, including the moment when the departed devoured Mr. Kokori and transformed, a sight that only I could see, a sight I wished was merely a hallucination. What the? A spirit transformed after devouring another spirit? I've never heard such a thing before. What a monster. It doesn't make any sense. Don't scare me like that. The three mark bearers all take this news differently. Shocked and confused, honestly, I feel all their emotions. What if this transformation made them stronger? That explained the red lights from earlier. Does that mean things have taken a turn for the worse? Most likely. I wonder what they're planning next now that they've gained power and transformed. More terrifying things may be in store ahead. Awful. A heavy silence falls over the infirmary. The departed has grown stronger, and there's nothing we can do about it. Our sense of fear grows alongside the sense of powerlessness that we feel. Oh, that might be, the girl. Phone on the desk is ringing. I should answer it. Hello? It's Maruhashi. I've charged Kakuta's phone. Have you checked what's on it? Of course. I'll tell you what it says now, so you better take notes. I prepare to write down the contents of Kakuta's phone as Maruhashi relays it to me. There's a series of messages from MK. MK had entrusted Kakuta to manage the Fox Locata in the forest. But when their secret was about to be exposed, he told Kakuta to dispose of them. He threatened to tell the world about Kakuta's assault case if Kakuta betrayed him. Kakuta reluctantly agreed to help. MK didn't send any messages after for 2 weeks, until today after school, when Kakuta got 2 new messages from him. However, the text was too garbled to decipher. Ah, so someone threatened him. MK. I recall the time I saw Kakuta in the storage room. He was murmuring something while looking at his phone. I was summoned. I have to go. Or else I'll be killed. MK. It's pretty clear he was acting under MK's direction. That Kakuta's a pretty messed up kid for someone who's a disciplinary committee member. Yeah, the thing about that is, Kakuta didn't have anything to do with the Lake S incident. However, he got himself mixed up with Fox Lakata because of MK's blackmail, and that's how he met his end. Mr. Kokori, Kiyuhara, won't forgive anyone who's addicted to Fox Lakata. Thanks, Maruhashi. I was just repaying my debt since I caused you trouble before, alright? I'm hanging up now. Say hi to Miss Yasoka for me. We're done talking. That was quick, huh? Hiro's lips curve in an awkward smile. Something doesn't feel right. What's wrong, Hiro? Nothing. By the way, Kat, what was on his phone? Come on, tell us already. Sure. I tell the others everything about Maruhashi told me. Hey, MK. You think they're the person named K mentioned in the Lake S murder case? It's been 10 years, so they are probably alive. Huh? Why? Kiyuhara's farewell note reveals that K's full name is Mitsuru Kuromine. It means K from Lake S case has the initials MK. It seems pretty obvious he's also the MK from Kakuta's messages. I mean, when you look at it that way, maybe. Kuromine continued to gather Fox Lakata secretly even after the Lake S incident. He exploited Kakuta's weakness and had him watch over his crops. What's with the frown, Mashita? I knew it. I know Mitsuru Kuromine. That jogged my memory. So, is he a criminal you've arrested in the past? No, the opposite. Mitsuru Kuromine is a cop. He's a career bureaucrat in the Metropolitan Police Department. His pops is in the top brass, so he joined the cops because everyone expected he'd just follow in Pop's footsteps. Wait a minute. He wasn't prosecuted, but Kuromine was still a suspect in the Lake S case. And he's still selling Fox Lakata. How is it possible that a fiend like that can still be a cop? Cops are just people. There's saints and fiends in every group of people. Doctors, teachers, military, cops. And, like I said earlier, his daddy's top brass. Sweeping a case like this under the rug would take some effort, but his pops was so high up, he could definitely take care of it. Are you serious? So he escaped punishment for Lake S and he's blackmailing students to do his dirty work even now? What a shameless scumbag. That's exactly the kind of guy Kuromine. Why do I keep saying Kuromine? Kuromine is. A selfish asshole who'd stoop to anything so long as it gave him the slightest benefit. In addition, Kiyuhara's spirit is unable to find peace due to that miscreant. How unforgivable. Is there anything more we can do, Mashita? Nope, it's out of our hands. No matter what evidence we find, we'll never be able to take him to trial. What do you mean by that? Kuromine's already dead. What? What? I remember reading about it in the newspaper about half a month ago. He died while relaxing at the lake. Accidental death, they say. And that lake he was relaxing at? You guessed it, Lake S. What a coincidence. Or maybe it wasn't a coincidence at all. For an arrogant, entitled man with power like Kuromine, the deceased must have seemed like powerless as his living. To him, spirits were just another made-up construct like morals or dignity that he could disregard. That's why he could kill so easily. But for those like us, we know the grudges of the dead aren't just ghost stories. The deceased are not powerless. That concludes our investigation for the night. Not everything is cleared up. There are some mysteries that remain unsolved, but there's no one left who could resolve those mysteries. Both Kakuta and Kuromine are dead. I start getting ready to leave school, though. I'm still feeling uneasy for some reason. Welcome back, Kat. Did you lock the door? Yeah. Do they force you to work as a janitor, too? You're putting way too much effort into this. Hey, we can't let people loiter inside the school or the number of victims is going to increase. As soon as the words leave my mouth, I feel how empty they are. Hiro and Mishida are the only ones in the infirmary. There's no sign of Yasuka. Where's Yasuka? I called a taxi and sent her home. I mean, this is usually bedtime for geezers, right? She's way too energetic for her age. You're really rude, you know that? If I hear you being charged with harassment, I'm totally going to believe you're guilty. I've never harassed anyone in my life. Shall we head home now, too? I'll drive you both to the station as thanks. But can't I go put the thing back at the... No? Is that a bad ending? Did I fuck up? Hope I didn't fuck up. We're just gonna save in a new spot just in case. Okay. Exit. Can I go? After checking whether or not the door is locked, we leave the special building. And then we head to the main gate. For now, there's nothing we could really do about the red lights in the school. If it's really a spirit's doing, everything should be back to normal once the sun rises. By the way, Kat, give me back my paper bag. You can keep it if you like it so much, though. I can't really shoot it. Give it back. You could take it. Why would I want such a dangerous thing anyway? I take the gun from the paper bag and hand it back to Mishida. What's with the weird look? I can't find it anywhere. The Petri dish. Huh? Where'd you last see it? The faculty room when I took out the floppy disk? Uh-oh. What in the world are you doing now? Just want to go home already. I can't find the Petri dish anywhere. Have you seen it, Hiro? Why are you asking me? You probably forgot it somewhere. Just go look for it tomorrow. She took it. But I'm exhausted and I really don't want to search for anything. Just do it tomorrow, okay? She took it. She took it. She took it. Hiro isn't going to help, and I don't have the energy to persuade her. It's not just Hiro either. Mishida and I are also exhausted. She took it. Someone's gonna die. Ooh, fun. Car slowly leaves the school and head toward M Tower Station. They should be able to catch the last train. Say, Kat. Mishida murmurs in the passenger seat, eyes fixed on the scenery outside. I glance at him, indirectly telling him to continue. He must be tired. His complexion looks darker than usual. Kakuta went to the Fox Forest this evening. Or Kakuta went to the Fox Forest this evening. He got an order from MK. Kuromine. Yeah, he did. Don't you find that weird? Yeah, because he's dead, apparently. Now that he mentions it, something about that doesn't feel right. The thought gets stuck in my mind. What's wrong with it? Kakuta's actions. The message itself. To go to the forest. The orders? What are you on about now? Kuromine had Kakuta protecting the secret of Fox Lakata, so there's nothing strange about Kakuta going to the forest. It's the message that's weird. Yeah, because it was garbled and we couldn't read it. Oh, I forgot about that part. It's not the content. The issue is who sent it, and when the message arrived. Kuromine died half a month ago. Oh? So it's pretty unlikely that MK is Kuromine. The previous messages before Kuromine's death must be from him, but the message he got today was strange. Even the fact that the text was garbled. In the first place, how could Kakuta even read that message when it was garbled? Everything's just so confusing. Hee hee. Out of nowhere, I hear a laugh coming from the back seat. She fucking took it! This case has already been resolved. Both of you are such worrywart. You're gonna make yourselves go bald early. Ha ha ha. Look at you acting so carefree the moment we leave the school. Your laugh's so annoying. Shut your damn mouth. Ah, I'm sorry. I can't stop. Her laughter gets even more hysterical. Oh, she took the hallucinogenic. Are you okay, Hiro? Hey, listen up. I looked at my phone. I got a message. Ah. Uh-oh. What? A message? Kill hooligan. Uh-oh. No. Oh, no. She took it. Oh, come on. Hey, Hiro. That moment, countless strange objects start covering Hiro's face. They're mushrooms. Is this Mr. Kokori's curse? What the fuck? I thought it was over already. What's happening to my face? Hiro claws at her face over and over again. Blood is flowing from her skin. Calm down, Hiro. This can't be real. No way, no way. The mushrooms covering Hiro's face grow unnaturally bigger and bigger. And she's dead. Until finally, they explode. Fresh blood fills the interior of my car, dyeing my vision red. And it disappears in an instant. It vanishes along with Hiro's corpse, leaving no trace of her behind. How did this happen? I can't believe this. Shit. Where did we mess up? Our stunned silence fills the air for what feels like an eternity, although in actuality, the silence only lasts for 5 minutes. It's because I didn't put the petri dish back. Cat, look. This was in the back seat. In Mashida's hands is Hiro's phone and... Yep, petri dish. Except there's nothing inside, not the fox licata, not even the dead centipede. Why is this petri dish here? If you want my best guess, I say Hiro stole it from you. Probably when you were on the call with Maruhashi. I remember she was acting kind of strange. But why would she do that? Have you forgotten? That research addict wanted to study those fox licata. But if she tried to ask to do it, I've just confiscated them. Hence, she resorted to other measures. Oh. Mr. Kokori despises any hooligans who want to get their hands on fox licata. That's why Hiro... Mr. Kokori was devoured by the departed. However, his grudge still lingers on. Because of that, Hiro was cursed and killed. Okay. So... kind of don't feel bad about this loss because she knew better and she chose to act upon it anyway, so... Am I really sad? Look at her phone, Cat. My eyes turn to the phone in front of me. A list of incoming messages appears on the screen. And the most recent message is from... MK. MK's message is garbled. I think Hiro was able to read it, though. Just like what happened with Kakuda. Say, Mashida? What do you think is the MK that sent those messages to Kakuda and Hiro? Do you think it might be the late Kuromine? Oh, come on. It's pretty obvious at this point. It's got to be another MK. Another MK? Mr. Kokori is Masaki Kiyohara. His initials are also MK. Also, Mr. Kokori could be abbreviated as MK. I drop Machida off at M Tower Station. Both of us just want to be alone now. I drive on through the night road, heading toward Kuju Mansion. Grief and remorse fill my heart. I lost another friend. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I didn't lose the detective. He was more helpful. So, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. As soon as I arrive at the mansion, the phone rings. Oh, who's calling me this late at night? I hope they'll just hang up soon. I'm not saying I hated her. I'm just saying... Like, she wasn't crazy loved character in my eyes. Doesn't stop ringing. I give in an answer. Hello? It's Kinukawa. Sorry for calling so late. What's wrong? I can't stop thinking about Mr. Kokori's case. Are you alright? I survived at least, but Kakuta and Hiro are dead. Huh? The karate man? And the lady in white clothing, right? Yeah, I failed again. I share the night's events with Michiho. I realize I shouldn't talk about it with a student even though she's trying to help me. However, my mouth starts going before I can think about it. And I'd be in more trouble to stop talking once I've started. Maybe I'm just too exhausted to care. Oh, I see. I get why you're blaming yourself, but it's not your fault. It's the Departed's. We need to put a stop to the Departed quickly. We'll help you figure out who it is. Why? Why are you still helping me, even after everything terrible you've gone through? Is it really just curiosity? At first, yeah, but now, I'm doing this because I don't want you to die. You saved our lives and you understand our curse. That made both of us so happy because we didn't think we'd ever have the guts to tell anyone about it again. Michiho, remember this, Mr. Cat. You're not just a teacher to both Hime and I. You're also our precious teacher. Me? Their precious teacher? I never expected anyone to call me that when I'd been told I'd have to fill in as a temporary teacher. I should feel some kind of pride over it. But it triggered a memory of something Machida told me. What you should do is start looking at everyone around you as a potential suspect. Are you listening, Mr. Cat? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was spacing out a little bit. Guess I'm just exhausted from tonight. Well, that's natural. Sorry for taking your time. Have some rest. Good night. Suspect everyone, huh? That's tough to do. Been a while since I saw this room. The night goes on, yet I can't bring myself to go to sleep. I don't think after witnessing and going through the shit that I have, I don't think I could just simply go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, I just witnessed someone explode into blood in my car. I can't just go to bed. I'm afraid to close my eyes. No, afraid to even turn off the lights. My eyes flit over to the window, displaying the moonlit night outside, triggering a memory from earlier tonight. And then that. The Departed was roaming about with their new body. I recall what they said. And now I'm convinced that you're my real husband. All these incidents must have been some sort of test to see if I'm worthy of being their husband. And it seemed like those tests have ended tonight. The Departed has acknowledged me as their real husband. The ending that the Departed desires. I feel like the day is fast approaching when I'll be asked to exchange vows at the school grounds, all lit in red. Another one bites the dust. Of course I want to save my progress. The following day at Kujo Mansion. Hello? Aida Nakamatsu here. Oh, hi. Thanks for your help last night. What do you want? I heard from Miss Yasuka. The hero is, dead. Mashida must have let Yasuka know about Hiro's death. And then she said this to me. The departed's figure is getting darker and darker each day. You should back away from this now. Oh. Coming from a spiritualist like Yasuka, those words would carry some serious weight. No wonder he's scared. Ida's information hasn't really been a great help, but with all the people we've lost on this case, there's just no way I could try and talk him into risking his life to help me out. I got it. You were a great help. Thanks for all the work you did for me. Oh, I'll get back to teaching you how to work a computer once this case is all done. We'll start with internet use. That'll be something nice for you to look forward to, Kat. Yeah, thanks. This is fine. He's now the dog meme. This is fine.
六章死人のたたり
The departed's wrath. I leave the mansion and head to Konohara Academy. I have to report last night's events to Mr. Kanoe. Kanoe. I wish his name was Mr. Canoe. That'd be funny. I entered the special building and walked toward the infirmary. As usual, there's nobody inside. I better go to the faculty room. Mr. Kanoe's waiting for me. I just saved, so. Tamim! Welcome back! Welcome back! Hello. Okay. So. There's nobody in there, so I'm just gonna head to the faculty room. Since afternoon classes are still in session, the faculty room looks emptier than usual. Mr. Kanoe, sitting in the back of the room, notices my arrival. Ah, you're here, Kat. His voice sounds weak, and for some reason his complexion doesn't look so good. Are you alright? I assume you are inquiring about my physical condition? No, I am not well. I've been feeling lethargic and sluggish all morning. Perhaps it's the ravages of stress taking a toll on my body. But that's enough about me. I heard you received a notice yesterday. How did the investigation go? Awful. I give him a detailed report about Mr. Kokori's case from beginning to end. The sour expression on his face as he listens to me recounting the events of last night tells me all I need to know. Goodness gracious. First Izumi, then Horikoshi, now Kokuda. 3 students have gone missing under my watch, and yet again you failed to protect the targeted student. Just whatever. Oh my, I can't even find the words to justify your poor performance. I suppose it's better than forcing me to listen to your pitiful excuses, though. Mr. Kanoe, you can fire me if you like, but how would you stop the departed then? Ah. Mr. Kanoe falls silent at my words. You're right. No matter how many valid complaints I have, it doesn't change the fact that you're the only hope I have of rectifying this situation. I let out an overly exaggerated sigh. I understand the situation he's in. Plus, what else can I do other than threaten him to stop bothering me? However, one more victim, and you'll be dismissed. Sakamoto has backed me into a corner. She's suspicious of you, especially in regards to Doryu and Kinukawa. She's misunderstanding the situation. Your last chance, understood? Yeah. Good! That's all from me then. Don't let me down, Kat. Oh, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna let you down so hard. I leave the faculty room, feeling Mr. Kanoe still staring daggers into my back. Honestly, I couldn't care less if Mr. Kanoe and Sakamoto suspect me. But if I get kicked off campus, I won't be able to investigate, and I know I'm not the only one who can pursue the departed and bring this to an end. You know what? How about we bring Miss Evil Bitch with us on the next case, and then she can be the one to die? How about that? You know why that won't happen? She's the fucking departed. I have just a grand feeling she's the Departed. I can't afford to make any more mistakes. Demir, oh, you want all the pets? A chime sounds over the speakers. Looks like class is over already. What do I do now? I really want to start doing some investigating, but I have no idea where to start. The Departed, who's still hiding at Konohara Academy, is playing their cards well. There don't seem to be any clues left. If I have to pick one spot that still has some ties to them, the clock tower seems like the prime spot. During summer vacation, Dorio and Michiho saw the female doll in the red dress there. At that moment, their bodies were afflicted with a curse. If the Departed was the one who caused it, then that tower is probably connected with them. There might be something in there. Maybe I can get some more info if I talk to her. Should I go visit her? Let's go. Let's check everybody out. The game really just told you to stop killing people. Yep. Dorio is standing near the window when I enter the student council room. She notices my presence right away and turns to me. Ah, so you're here today. I heard about Kakuda and your assistant from Michiho. Yeah, it was really unfortunate. Say, Dorio, there's something I want to ask about the clock tower. Ah, that reminds me. I haven't told you about it yet. About what? I actually went to the clock tower during lunch break yesterday. What? You shouldn't be taking risks like that! Spirits don't show up during the day, so it's fine. I didn't go inside, though. The door wouldn't open. That's weird. Did someone lock it? That's unlikely. The key to the clock tower is missing. Nobody's able to enter the clock tower right now. But it was open that night. Was that the Departed's doing? Probably. Looks like I can't investigate the clock tower just yet. About that clock tower. One time, the clock tower doll I saw made the school newspaper. I was skimming through the school's old newspapers this morning, hoping to get information about the Departed. And then I found an article about a female doll. Dolly's licking my fingers on the mouse. Mr. Konoe told me the school's historical records were lost due to war damage. But for it to have been buried in the school newspaper archives. Aren't you squeamish when it comes to horror stories and the likes? What made you do that? Oh, I just wanted to be of some help. Yes. Yeah, tell me the details. There was a rumor going around Konohara Academy. "60 years ago, the first headmaster built the clock tower to commemorate the school's 10th anniversary. A stylish stone clock tower that stood tall in the remote countryside of Konohara. Many students were wondering what the inside of the clock tower was like. Overcome with curiosity, some eventually snuck into the clock tower. What they saw inside the tower was the first headmaster's collection. There were a lot of antique things, but the item that caught the attention of the most people was a doll wearing a red wedding dress that lay on a stone altar." What? Rumors of the doll spread in no time because everyone was interested in its origin. However, the first headmaster had already passed away by that time, so he was unable to answer those burning questions. With nobody to tell the truth, wild speculation regarding the doll ran unchecked. The first headmaster, who'd always been fond of antique goods, had bought that doll from a European family. It's a cursed doll that was modeled after young girls who became sacrifices. The first headmaster had a craftsman make the doll to enshrine the deities of Konohara. It's a doll made to calm the soul of a student who lost their fiancé and committed suicide. This makes sense. No definitive answer was ever found because there wasn't anyone around who knew the truth. In the end, everyone forgot about the doll in the clock tower once the war broke out. This makes sense why she's like, "You're my true husband." And that was the rumor featured in the school's newspaper. It's truly an interesting story, but The rumor has so many variations regarding the origin of the doll. Which one is the truth, if any? Right, let me confirm one thing. Are there any rumors about the doll moving? No, none at all. Oh, okay. There are people who have seen the female doll, but not when she's moving. Guess I'm the only one who's witnessed it. I've got to go soon. Thanks, Doryu. I hope that information could help you in some way. I have to head out as well. The teachers told us not to stay at school. I say goodbye to Doryu and leave the student council room. Oh, I'm so itchy now. I blame mushrooms. Let's go to the library. Is Abe here? When I step into the library, I find a girl whose appearance clashes with the place. Oh, look at that! Sup? Kakuta didn't come to school today, you know. Anything about it? Sorry, no idea. He's dead, Dolly. There's no way I can tell Maruhashi about Kakuta's death. What are you doing here? I'm just chilling here. I've got no place to go. Not after I learned how terrifying that corridor was. Then you should just go home. Didn't the teachers tell you not to hang out after class? Who knows? Maybe something weird will happen to you again. Stop acting like a teacher and don't freak me out like that. I was about to go home anyway. My body just feels really heavy somehow today. Are you going to stay until night again? If you do, be careful. I have a bad feeling. Yeah, everybody does. I say goodbye to Maruhashi and leave the library. Okay. Let's head back to the infirmary. Still some time left until the students have to go home. Let's save. Go to the new building. There's nothing I can do in the new building. And because students are starting to head home, I doubt I'll find anyone lingering around. Oh. Back to student council? Or the faculty? When I enter the faculty room for a second time, I see Sakamoto inside. Don't, Dolly, stop going behind there. She always likes going back there. Still plaguing our school, are you, Mr. Cat? I asked Mr. Konoe to do away with you, though. Oh, don't worry, he heard you. He told me I'll be dismissed if I make another mistake. That Konoe is far too lenient. If an incident occurs, it'll be too late. We need to deal with this problem quickly. By problem, are you referring to... this? Good to know you understand it yourself. I don't know what kind of nonsense you've concocted in that skull of yours, but I assure you there's nothing going on. I have no intention of doing anything untoward with any students. And yet an incident can still occur even without a teacher having such intentions. Just like in Mr. Hirose's. Hirose, the art teacher Sakamoto told me about when I was investigating Slipmouth Kashima. Both Kashima and Manabe had a crush on him, which spiraled into tragic consequences. I've warned Doryu and Kinukawa not to get close to you, but seeing them defend you so fervently, the situation is getting dangerous. That's what my intuition as a woman is telling me. Let me repeat it again. This is all just a big misunderstanding on your part. I've warned you, Mr. Cat. If you'll excuse me then. Ouch! Oh. Sakamoto grimaces, pressing her fingers to her temple. Hey, you alright? Leave me be. I've been having terrible headaches since this morning. This is all your fault. You're... Mumbling invectives at me, Sakamoto hurriedly stumbles out of the faculty room. Jeez. A big sigh escapes my lips. There's nothing I can do about it. I have to investigate the departed, and sometimes the only way I can make progress is by getting the students' cooperation. I shouldn't refrain from asking them. Alright. School students, get the fuck out. Head back to the infirmary to try to come up with some kind of strategy for tonight. Okay, she's just cleaning her tail. I thought she was after something. It's Abe! Oh, welcome back, Mr. Cat. What are you doing here, Abe? School ended a while ago. You better go home now. Goodness, that is too much. I'm not asking for grand gesticulations of friendship, but it wouldn't hurt you to be a tad bit kinder, you know? After all, I have come all the way here to provide you with information regarding the departed. Come again? With the lack of a notice and no new pertinent information, I'm pretty desperate. Let's give him a listen for now. Tell me more. Before we get to the meat of my report, there's something I'd like to tell you. This will be my final act of assistance. I shall cease pursuing the departed after this. Oh, really? What's with the sudden decision? I saw something with my left eye. I witnessed my own tragic end, assaulted by a terrifying demon with numerous legs. By demon with numerous legs, I assume he must be referring to some kind of bug. The fucking spider departed. If you want to deride me for my cowardice, feel free to do so. But I won't die if I abandon my pursuit now. My master has also warned me to do so. I'm not going to laugh at you. You've made a wise decision. However, it seems like you have not been afforded the same option. You cannot run from the departed any longer. So this is my parting gift to you, as you take another step closer to death. The Departed, a name we learned through the notices. However, that sinister name has existed since long before we first heard of it. 100 years ago, before Konohara Academy has been even founded, a dark incident occurred on these lands. There was a small village called M-Town near Konohara. At some point, residents of M-Town succumbed to an unknown disease one by one. In the end, the village was destroyed, and the incident was forgotten. But one of the residents said this before they died. This is the Departed's wrath. This is the most valuable information I've ever found. That's some interesting information. Where did you learn it? From the former headmaster. He liked to study the school's history during his spare time. When the first notice arrived, I went to him and asked if he knew something. So he told you about the Departed's wrath? Yes, it sounded like a mere ghost story to him more than anything. He was a realist. He didn't believe in the Departed. If I remember correctly, that headmaster died of a heart attack, didn't he? Yes, if he were still alive, you might have learned more valuable information from him. Right after the Departed's notice first arrived, the only person who knew about their past died. Another convenient coincidence. Well, I shall be going home soon. To tell you the truth, I've been feeling under the weather. Perhaps I'm possessed. Now that I think about it, I've heard similar complaints from a lot of people today. It could just be the outbreak of some disease, but the events of last night suddenly crossed my mind. What if the Departed's transformation now gives them power to not only affect the school, but humans as well? Or am I overthinking things? Mr. Cat, the gruesome death I saw with my left eye also applies to you. What awaits you is an inevitable catastrophe. I hate to see the great spirit doctor lose his life this way. Thanks. Come again. After despondently speaking those words, Abe leaves the room. I guess I'll take that as a sign that he's really worried about me. I guess. The sun sets, darkness falls on Konohara Academy. How many times have I greeted the night here? Why is the phone ringing now? Hello? Ah, it's me, Michiho Kinukawa. Thank goodness you're still at the school. What's wrong? Just wanted to ask if you made any progress with your investigation. I'm curious. I'm in front of the school now. Mind coming out? I don't mind, but we could just talk over the phone. Oh, geez, it's fine, isn't it? I'll be waiting then. Sakamoto just gave me that warning today. Oh well, I have no choice since I made a promise. Should I head to the main gate now? Okay, let's... They're all 3. Okay, never mind. Let's save. Excellent. Let's go to the new building. Ooh, the red lights. The lights in the hallway are glowing red. Given the lack of commotion right now, I'm guessing nobody's noticed yet. Oh well, it's pretty hard to miss, so someone's going to notice it sooner or later. It's just me now. Nobody else with me. Michiho's waiting in front of the main gate. The moment she sees me, she rushes over like a puppy. I want to know why and how she manages to, like, do this all the time, but, like, her sleeve is, like, halfway down to here. Like, I don't like, is she missing half of her arm? Does she have, like, a strong hand? Like, I'm curious. Good evening, Mr. Cat. You look tired today, too. Not surprised, though. How are you feeling? Same old, bit tired since I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. Never mind that. How's your investigation going? Did you learn any new facts? Not a lot, but... I tell her about the story of the Departed's wrath when I heard from Abe. Wrath of the Departed? That sounds like something from a fantasy novel. Did the previous headmaster tell you anything? Nope. I wasn't particularly close to him. I'm student council vice president, but I usually just have Hime deal with the teachers. Oh, okay. There's something that's caught my attention. I remember M-Town coming up in one of the cases somehow. Now that she mentions it, that name does sound somewhat familiar. In which case did the name M-Town show up? I think it was Kashima. I recalled what happened when we were investigating Slipmouth Kashima. Yeah, I feel like I saw that name during Slipmouth. Yeah, it was like the bus stop. Where did I see the name M-Town? The map. I try to remember what was written on the bus route map I saw. Bingo. One of the bus stops I saw that time was M-Town shop. I immediately let Michiho know about it. Oh, you're right! Sure have a good memory. I don't know how, but... If the owner is a descendant of an M-Town resident, they might have some documents from the past. I'll try going to the M-Town shop. Sure, let's go there together. Wait a minute. You're coming with me? Of course I am. But don't you have a curfew? No need to worry. Hime can handle it. The dorm manager trusts her, you know? It's not the issue, though. I don't want to leave you alone. Carrying these burdens all by yourself just seems really tough. Tough, huh? I guess it is. Mr. Konoe's ultimatum, Sakamoto's hostility, Abe's prediction of death, Departed getting me behind the scenes, the students and friends I couldn't protect, Damon unconscious in a hospital bed who we haven't visited in days. My heart is screaming from all the weight it's bearing, and I've chosen to close my ears and ignore it. I know I can't help carry all that heavy baggage, but I can at least help you relax a bit. I'm begging you. I'm not asking for too much. Alright. Please don't die. I kind of like you. Her kindness tastes as sweet as honey to my exhausted mind, except there's a chance she might be the Departed. I don't think she is. Michiho and I climb into the car I parked near the school. M-Town shop isn't too far from here. I park my car nearby and walk toward the bus stop in front of M-Town's shop. Heck, this shop is so creepy. The building is run down, there's no sign of life inside. Doesn't look like anyone actually lives here. We'll find out for sure once we check it out.
ここ
Crooked guardrail and a slanted pole. Looking at the brake marks on the road, it seems like there was a car accident here. Safe driving is important. You should take that to heart, Mr. Cat.
これは
There's an old mailbox hanging on the wooden wall. When I peer inside, I find a postcard. I wonder what it's a postcard of. Let's check it out. It's for our investigation. Why are you being so casual about everything? Without responding, and before I can tell her to stop, Chiho's already got her hand on the mailbox lid. Huh? It's not opening. Is it locked? I don't see any keyhole, though. There's a faded paper with the word morning on it pasted on the glass door. Isn't this a morning notice? I think they hang it on the house and they're supposed to remove it after 49 days. Sure know a lot of strange things, huh? When my grandma died, one of my relatives told me about it. But does that mean someone here passed away sometime in the past 7 weeks? I suppose it would imply that.
ここ
The other side of this dusty glass door is pitch black, preventing us from seeing the inside of the store from this vantage point. Ooh. What's going on here? I hear an eerie male voice coming from the inside of the shop.
これは
A vending machine with bottled water inside. A rare sight these days. Judging by the lack of any light and the fact that it's not making any sort of mechanical sounds, it seems like it's no longer in use. This vending machine is kind of rare, isn't it? It's got bottles of water. Is it out of order? Geez, what a shame. I wanted to buy one for nostalgia. Yep. Inspect. There's no bell anywhere around the store. We'll just have to knock on the door and see if there's someone inside. Knock. Okay, that's a violent knock. There's no response. Maybe there's sleep? Let's try it again. Still no response. Let's give it one last try. Third time's the charm, right? Uh-oh. What have I done? Dolly's looking at my mouse going across the screen. Uh-oh. My head! My head! A scene suddenly flashes before my eyes, and that scene is... Oh, God! Centipedes. Millipedes? Which ones are the poisonous ones? Centipedes, right? Elderly man lying on the floor of an old store. His head is deformed and swelling to the point of becoming gelatinous. Ew. Swarms of centipedes continue to issue forth from his eyes. Ugh. Bugs, bugs, bugs. This is... Oh, that wasn't him talking. The Departed's wrath. Is that her husband? The moment he stops speaking, his body also stops twitching. All that moves in the dark now are the bugs. I wonder what caused this to happen. I can no longer hear any response coming from his gaping mouth. There is one thing that I'm dead certain about. He said this was the Departed's wrath. Was it the previous, headmaster? What's wrong? I saw what happened. The owner of the shop, he was probably killed by the Departed's wrath. I described the vision I just saw to Michiho. So the person that was being mourned was the old man you saw then? I guess so, yeah. But they had the mourning notice up, which means they had a funeral, and that means his corpse must have been found. That's odd because the other victim's corpse has disappeared. How could that be? Didn't Kakuta's corpse remain too, though? Maybe there are times where they don't need to get rid of the corpse or something. I don't understand. This is just a guess, but the Departed wants to continue this whole little notice game. If there's actually a dead body found at the school, the police will come. There's a chance that the school will be closed and then there won't be any students, so maybe they only discard the corpses at school. The baby, you can't go back there. But Manabe's body also disappeared and she didn't die at the school, right? Yeah. I know, you want to go to bed. Yeah. We'll go to bed soon, hon. Real soon. Liking being held and getting pets right now. This is rare. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. She's not really a cat who likes to be held, so when I'm able to hold her, I do so. That one was probably because of you, though. With that corpse in the hospital, the cops probably would have arrested you. And that's also not something the Departed wants. That actually makes sense, since I'm supposed to be their husband. And this ends my sloppy deduction. Thank you for listening. Although she doesn't think too highly of her reasoning, I have to admit that it does make sense. This corpse was found outside the school, and had no ties to me, therefore it remained. Why was he cursed, though? I'm not so sure, but maybe it's because he was a descendant of an M-Town resident? M-Town was destroyed by the Departed's wrath. While we don't know what exactly happened there, the wrath still remains and it killed the old man. Oh! Mailbox opened.
Yoshi.
Old mailbox hanging on the wall, postcard. Doesn't look any different. Maybe I was just hearing things. Just to be sure, I try to open the lid one more time. Unlike last time, it opens easily. How is this possible? Did something just happen to get caught so the mailbox refused to open, or was there a trigger of something? Oh well, not like I'm gonna get an answer. Time to see what was locked away. I collect the postcard. It's addressed to M-Town shop, though I have no idea who the sender is. Oh, the sender's the previous headmaster. Oh. I flip the card over and find some words of gratitude written on it. This is obviously some kind of thank you letter from the previous headmaster. Reading the letter more thoroughly, the shop owner apparently donated an old book about M-Town's ritual to the school. An old book about M-Town, huh? Interesting. It should be in Konohara Academy now. Probably in the library, although if they consider it to be a valuable item, they might have put it away somewhere else for safekeeping. We came this far, and that's where the trail leads, so why don't we try looking for it? Let's go back to Konohara Academy. Okay, so let's... Damn it. I was gonna say, let's just, go. But... Go back to Konohara Academy. I leave M-Town shop, get into the car I parked nearby. Crashing into the fucking pole. No? Okay. On the way back, be like, you know, girl blew up back there, right? The trip back to Konohara Academy should only take about 5 minutes if we don't get caught in traffic. Throughout the ride, Michiho only stares blankly at the scenery outside. She was in such high spirits earlier. I wonder what's wrong. Say, Mr. Cat, do you have a moment? Michiho calls out to me in a low, subdued voice, as if she were waiting for the right moment to spring something on me. I need your opinion on something. It's related to the Departed. Mind if I talk about it? Sure, go ahead. It's about the departed's notices. Do you remember how many notices we've gotten? 5? Including the one that arrived before I came to the school. I want to say 5. So close. The correct answer is 6. What was the 6th one? I try to recall the 6 notices. The first was the ribbon. Second was pianist. Third was model. Gold prize. Oh. Yeah, okay. I forgot the student council. Okay, so it was 6. Damn. What about the notices? I want to know what the purpose was for issuing those notices. The departed isn't a spirit who goes around committing horrible acts for fun. They issued those notices with a goal in mind. Ever since the model notice, they've been releasing these notices to test you, their husband. But what about the first 2? Well, now you got me all curious about it too. Do you have any ideas? Well, yeah, sorta. If they issued the latter notices as a trial for their husband, I'm guessing that also applied to the first 2. So are you saying there was already a marriage candidate even before I arrived at the school? Yep. If I'm right, who do you think it was? The headmaster? Potential husband before me was... this guy. Why do you think that? He wasn't even at the school when... Oh! Zumi. Oh! Shit! I thought we were going to go with the previous headmaster, but okay. I'm getting tired. Azumi was different from the other victims. Before he was murdered, he said the departed is calling me. I actually heard his last words. Seems like he knew the departed's true identity. Seriously? Who is it? Well, he didn't actually say, but if he really did learn the departed's true identity, he probably was being put on trial. So the first notice really was issued to test Izumi, huh? I guess he was deemed unfit since he abandoned Takai and ran away. Maybe that's why he became the second target. I showed up at Konohara Academy at that time. I don't know what they saw in me, but they chose me as their next potential husband. And you didn't run away and actually accepted the challenge. You tried to save those spirits' souls. That cool side of yours must have fit with their image of an ideal husband. Penis. And that concludes Michiho Konakawa's deduction. Man, I sure have a good imagination, right? Maybe I can be a novelist or something. To be honest, I'm blown away by the story that Michiho concocted for me. It's as if the departed themselves is telling me their plans. I would have never thought that you could piece together their train of thought so well. I'm surprised. Hee hee. Michiho smiles, her fingers playing with her white hair. I suppose it's because that doll was cursed by the departed. Previously, she said she thought the departed was that female doll. I guess she still stands by that opinion. Somehow, I can understand how they feel, like when I was possessed by Kashima. The departed has been longing for an ideal husband who knows how long. And then they found you. Michiho? Oh boy. Uh-oh. I love you. I want to vow to live happily ever after with you. Then I want to... Ah! No! Eat you up? No! It's her! Shit! Or is it her? Is this a joke? Fuck you, Michiho. Just kidding. Come on now. Oh, don't be mad, please. I end up getting carried away when I start acting like the departed. How was it? Did I freak you out? I'm sorry. It was really inappropriate. You had me at eat you up. We should be arriving at Konohara Academy soon. I open the window and let the cold night air in. I don't think I can bear this indescribable atmosphere. No, Foxy, that's how we get fired. Whoa, why are the lights red? Thank you for noticing. Oh, right, I didn't tell you about this. They've been like this since last night. I think the Departed did this, but I could be wrong. I see. Is this their way of trying to charm you? In what way exactly? Let's see. The Departed thinks you're their ideal husband, right? They do, yeah. This is something I've seen on TV. In Shinto weddings, bonfires and paper lanterns are usually lit at night to illuminate the path of the newlyweds. I figure these lights are their version of that? They're really going all out to perfect every detail of their wedding then. I mean, everything they do is pretty detailed. They issue fancy notices and even blend themselves in with the people in school. Bet they're having so much fun. I don't doubt that. Among spirits, there are some who feel their greatest pleasure when they're inflicting fear on humans. Supposedly an exquisite pleasure that humans cannot comprehend. The Departed might be one of those spirits. It doesn't seem to be causing any harm, so we probably shouldn't pay much attention to it. Let's just ignore it for now. You're a strong one, aren't you? Shall we go to the library then? Why don't you go back to the dorms? It's getting late. Boo, don't wanna. Let me tag along until the end. I'm curious to know where this leads. But how about I promise I'll go home once we find the old book? Just let me stay here until then. What if I don't want to? Then I'll still tag along. Sheesh. I better find that old book as soon as possible so this curfew-breaking student will head home. The best place to find a book should be the library. Wouldn't it just be worth telling her, like, hey, your teacher thinks we're fucking and you need to go home? That's what I would be direct. Like, I don't want to be part of this. Also, I'm going to the infirmary to save this game. So, I'm a save. And with that, we shall end our playtime. I am getting super tired. The ma'am wants to go to bed. So I will see you guys next week for the continuation of Deathmark 2. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And next time we're going to go read a book in the library and gain some information on the Departed. Until then, take care everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.